Assalamu alaikum, dear audience and my dear students. Today we will be starting the 12th zoology, and the chapter we are going to talk about is reproduction. It is the first chapter in the 12th class. We will directly start with reproduction in human beings. Now, when we talk about the human reproduction, humans are unisexual, having separate sexes. So I may write and sexes are separate. So we have separate males and females having different morphology. Morphologically, a male is different from a female. So humans are unisexual and sexes are separate. Okay. Now, when we discuss the human reproduction, we will be discussing certain important things like male reproductive system and female reproductive system, reproductive cycles, and all other phases which are involved in the reproduction. So this is an introductory lecture and a sort of demo. Therefore, we will be discussing about the general introduction. So that's why I started from humans are unisexual and sexes are separate. Now, what all phases are there involved in the human reproduction or reproduction of the humans? So, phases involved in human reproduction. If we talk about these phases, there is number one, formation of gametes. Formation of gametes is the first phase of human reproduction. Formation of gametes. What are gametes? They are haploid reproductive cells. Okay. Now, depending on whether it is the gamete formation in male or female, gamete formation is of two types. One is spermatogenesis. And another is oogenesis. Formation of gametes is also termed as gametogenesis. So it's the first step. Second step is insemination or deposition of male gamete into female's genital tract. So when the male gametes are deposited in the female's genital tract, we call such a process as insemination. As the fluid which is deposited is semen. Number 3 is then the fertilization of the male gamete and female gamete cell which is already present in the female's genital tract. So that is, we are going to talk about the fertilization. What's fertilization? It is the fusion of gametes. It is the fusion of male and female gametes within the body of female. Because in the human beings, fertilization is internal. We know in human beings, fertilization is internal. It's internal fertilization. After the fertilization, there is the cleavage. Now, what's cleavage? It is the first mitotic division of a zygote, as after the as after the fertilization, male and female gametes fuse to form a zygote. And first mitotic division of that zygote is called as cleavage. And you have gone through the mitosis and meiosis in your 11th class, and we are going to talk about it in brief in further lectures. Now, after the cleavage, there is implantation of this particular zygote or this embryo into the wall of the uterus. So, there is implantation. Another is implantation. It is the process in which the embryo is implanted into the wall of uterus. So, implantation. After that, there is gastrulation, where there is the formation of three germ layers. Three germ layers are formed. What are those germ layers? We have gone through it in 11th class. One is ectoderm, another is mesoderm, and third one is endoderm. So these three embryonic germ layers, they are formed in this stage, gastrulation. Then there is, after the gastrulation, there is another stage which is organogenesis, formation of organs. Organogenesis. That is the formation of organs. And then there is the final stage. This is the completion of the particular gestation period, or I can say the development of the embryo. Now the embryo is ready to get birth. Now, for example, that is the birth of the baby is the process which we call as parturition. So when we discuss all these things, this is the complete I can say set of phases involved in the human reproduction. But before we discuss all these steps one by one, we have to go through a few topics more. For example, we have to talk about the male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Then we will talk about the particular phases involved in the reproduction. This was an introductory video, and in next video we will inshallah start the male reproductive system to discuss in detail. Till then, stay blessed, stay home. Thank you.